Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a very special event. This is the 2012 awards ceremony for the Clean Development Mechanism Photo, Video and Radio Contest, and also the Joint Implementation Photo Contest. On stage with me, you'll all recognise her, UNFCCC Executive Secretary Christiana Figueres. Give her a round of applause. She will announce the winners shortly, and also the CDM's Communications Officer, David Abbas, who you may not recognise, but
who will take a bow
in Bonn, and he'll take a bow.
We'll take a bow. Very good, very good.
Before we get underway, Christiana, perhaps you could explain, before we have the awards, why is it so important that the CDM and joint implementation are recognised throughout the world, and why is this competition so important to help achieving that?
Well, thanks, Ed. Thank you very much. And good afternoon to all of you. So why are CDM and JI important, and in particular, why is it important to recognize them? Well, quite simply, because first, CDM and JI are probably currently the most effective way that we have to bring costs of mitigation down. It doesn't mean that it's the only way, and parties are thinking of others, but currently in the experience that we have, it is clearly the best way that we have to bring the cost of mitigation down. Point number one. Point number two, the benefits of that mitigation are going straight to developing countries in the case of CDM, which is quite the majority, and of some industrialized countries in the case of JI. But they are going straight to those countries that are actually doing the mitigation. Third point why it's really important, in particular here at this COP, when the future of the Kyoto Protocol and the amendments to the Kyoto Protocol are being discussed in order to usher in the second commitment period, CDM and JI, what they represent and at heart is the full total of the experience that we have developed as a collectivity around how to best quantify emission reductions. So the family of methodologies that have been developed by the CDM and JI are actually the repository of the most sophisticated knowledge that we have of how mitigation is going to be quantified. That is really important because as we move into a second commitment period of the Kyoto Protocol, as we move into the universal agreement of 2015, what is going to be really fundamental and at the heart of both of those is the environmental integrity. And the environmental integrity is the accounting system, the methodologies for counting the emission reductions. So above and beyond the CDM itself, above and beyond the JI itself, we really have to see this as what can we learn and what is the repository of knowledge that we can take from CDM and JI toward the future of the climate regime. So for all of those reasons, we recognize CDM and JI.
Well, that wasn't too bad, was it? Thank you very much, Christiana. I'm now going to hand it over to David, who's going to run us through these awards.
Thank you very much, Ed. Thank you, Christiana. Yes, but this is the 5th year now we've had the CDM Changing Lives photo contest. Climate change, explaining it is quite difficult. What does a ton of carbon dioxide look like? And then trading that. Can you imagine trying to explain all that? So we thought, what better way to do it than to invite people to submit their photos of real projects on the ground. This year, the 5,000th project was registered, and the 1 billionth certified emission reduction was issued for CDM projects. So without further ado, I'd ask Christiana to please walk us through this year's winner of the 5th running of the CDM Changing Lives photo and video contest.
Okay, good. Thank you very much. So David said, what does a ton of CO2 look like? Well, it doesn't look like a cable car, but this is the 3rd prize of the CDM photos. It comes from Colombia, and it was taken by Jörg Grüter. I take it that none of these photographers are here, so we all have to give them an applause in absentia, because it is actually being webcast and recorded. And this then is the 3rd prize for Jörg Grüter. So can we please have an applause for Jörg? Then we have 2 photographs in second place. And the first is this magnificent photograph of eco-friendly bricks in India, taken by Mukesh Dewatwal. Could we have an applause for him? And also in second place, we have this photograph of course, as you can see, solar panels at sunset in a photovoltaic power plant in Peru. And the photographer is Mr. Ignacio Fuertes. And the first prize goes to Dinesh Malte for his photo showing a wind farm project in India with what we take to be mother and son, right in front of the wind turbine. So thank you very much, Dinesh. You have won the first prize.
I think they're 2 friends.
Oh, they're 2 friends. How do you know that?
A little closer here. Here we take these.
True. Very true. Okay. David?
Thank you very much, Christiana. I hope I still have my job after correcting you. Nonetheless, let's move on, while I still have a job, to the video contest. Now, the first running of the CDM Changing Lives photo contest went so well, we said, well, how about videos? And we were really surprised, happily so, at the quality of the videos we received over the year. This year, we'd like to acknowledge 2 videos.
Are we going to show them?
We won't be able to show them. However, they will be on our website, and we will be tweeting the link later. And if if you haven't joined UN Carbon Mex yet, please do so. We'll try to keep you all up to date on everything we're doing, and all the images and videos will be available there. So,
okay.
Let's skip the video.
So this is even more in absentia. This is in absentia of those who made the video and in absentia of the videos themselves. You see, we're trying to prove to you that a ton of CO2 cannot be seen. So this is just to get you into that spirit, okay? So the first, this is recognition to 2 videos. The first is Newcrest Media Resource Production and Training for their film on a CDM project in Papua New Guinea. And the second is Richard McLaughlin's film for a coal mine methane utilization project in China. So you can see both, a little applause for him. And you can see both of those videos on our website.
Thank you, Christiana. As Christiana mentioned, the importance of markets and mechanisms for incentivizing investment in projects that reduce emissions. Under the case of CDM, those projects are in non-Annex 1 countries, developing countries. There's another mechanism I hope you note as well. It's joint implementation, and those are for similar projects in countries under a capped environment. For those countries with a commitment under the Kyoto Protocol. So the committee that implements that mechanism said, hey, CDM has a contest, why don't we? And the Secretariat had to agree. So this year, I'd like to invite Christiana to announce the winners of the very first JI photo contest.
Very good. So the third prize, we start from the bottom up. The third prize is this photograph by Frank Bachmann, representing the JI project BSH Transport Shift. What country is this in? It doesn't say here in my little notes.
Germany.
Germany, are we sure? Yeah. Sure, in Germany. So, an applause for Franz Bachmann, please. And the second prize is for Klaus Teichert, also sounds very German. Yes? Aha, okay. This is BSH container train making its way, yes, definitely Germany, from Gingen to Hamburg. So thank you very much to Klaus and congratulations. And the first prize, the first JI prize, goes to Michail Brasunovono for the JI project, Mazurski landfill gas project in Poland. And for those of you who haven't heard, Poland is very likely to be the host of next year's COP. So we will be soon going to Poland.
Thank you very much, Christiana. There it is.
There we go.
We'll find out right after the show.
Yes.
Okay. Now on to the final part of today's recognition ceremony. I'm very excited to announce the fact that we have in our audience the winners of the African Radio Journalist Contest. We're trying to encourage reporting and knowledge about climate change and the use of markets and mechanisms. And this year we'd like to, I'd like to invite the winners. Could you all come up here? Yeah, why not? Why not? And do you have all your speeches prepared? Yeah, come on up, come on up. It won't take long. If you could just give your name and where you work, that would be great.
My name is Emmanuel Okela. I am from Uganda. I'm a radio journalist.
My name is Jonathan Mwanzia Nzomo. I'm from Kenya and I'm a radio presenter.
And I'm Wambi Michael. I'm a journalist with the Uganda Radio Network. Thank you.
Good.
No, I wanted them all up here. I wanted them all up here. Yeah. Come on, come on.
I don't have a fourth name.
No, they're no, we can just
Breakdown in communication.
yeah. Now the breakdown in communication, exactly. Another reason to get rid of David Adams. Here you go.
Kensika Lushingo from the Democratic Republic of Congo, TV journalist.
I'm David Mwanza, ZMBC, Zambia.
I'm Charles Ogalo, Kenya.
My name is Frederick Munjira. I come from Uganda. I work with the Vision Group.
Thank you very much. Another no-no. Now, without further ado, I'd like to ask Christiana to hand out certificates to the top 3 winners of the African Radio Contest, African Radio Journalist Contest.
Good. So the bronze award goes to Jonathan Mwanza Nzomo. Congratulations.
Hold the mic for you.
That's okay. And the silver award goes to Emmanuel Okela. Congratulations. And the gold award, the first prize, goes to Wambi Michael. And could we have an applause for all of them for their very good radio work? Very good. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Christiana. Thank you, everyone. I'll hand back to Ed King.
Well, that concludes today's awards ceremony. I feel like a game show host. Maybe it's a lost calling. This will all be on the UN website over the next couple of days. So if you want to enjoy it all again, you can watch it there. And don't forget to visit the UNFCCC website where you can see these videos and, more importantly, take part in next year's contests. Thank you very much.